So in this video, I'm going to talk about few points about freshers who are looking for a job. Freshers who have completed their degrees from Tier 2, Tier 3 colleges, from towns, from smaller towns or colleges which are not, which do not have placement committees and alumni networks, and where you do not hear stories about, 130% offer letters and everybody is getting a crore rupee salary. So my video is specifically for those students who are either about to graduate or who have graduated this year and they are trying to find a job first time in their life. Now, if we look at the data, in India we have around 9.5 to 10 million graduates coming out every year, which is around 1 करोड़ के आसपास फ्रेश ग्रेजुएट्स निकल रहे हैं. इसमें से बहुत कम परसेंटेज है जो पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन की तरफ जा रहा है या जो एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप की तरफ जा रहा है. Most of them are eligible graduates who are looking for a job based on whatever degree they did, right? So example, engineering के लगभग 1.5 million है engineers निकल रहे हैं. Then there are pharma courses, then there are life sciences courses, business, arts, commerce, ये सब मिला के almost 10 million graduates are coming in the market every year and trying to get hold of the jobs which are not exactly in the same number. So उसका जो भी रीज़न है, इंडिया में ग्रोथ स्टोरी बहुत अच्छी चल रही है. वी आर सीइंग 8.2% GDP growth. I am hoping that with every, like economist says, that with every percent GDP you get a million new jobs. So there are going to be new jobs as and when India progress, but it is not exactly the number which can meet the requirement of all the graduates who are coming out in the market. Couple of points here which can make a difference in the job hunt or job search for these freshers is that when you are graduating right after your degree, you do not wait for that perfect job. Number one, try to find an internship which is going to give you a very good base for rest of your career. So ये एक सबसे बड़ी गलती हम देखते हैं जो freshers निकलने के बाद में एक basic salary expect करते हैं that once I leave my hometown I will have to incur so and so expenses and then eventually I need a job which is minimum this much so that I can start my career from there on, and that gap becomes longer when you are waiting for the perfect job. What you can do is try to bridge this first year. I'm not saying forever, but at least the first year after your graduation as internship. Why I'm saying this internship? Because let's say all the professional degrees where students after MBBS or after law, they mandatorily intern under a senior doctor or a lawyer before they start their practice. So in that case, it is kind of given that you have to spend that 1 year as an intern, learn the basics of application, whatever you have learned in theory, so that you can start practicing independently. Now, unfortunately, this is not applicable for rest of the streams. So an engineer is not required to do a mandatorily internship. Although there are interns, there are a lot of internship jobs which are available, but the mindset has to be changed where the engineer or the life science graduate or the arts or commerce graduate should start aggressively seeking for an internship rather than a job. The moment you switch from searching a good job which is trying to take care of your expenses, let you migrate from your town to a bigger town, your chances of finding that internship will change your overall career trajectory. If the second point that I want to make here is, you should also try to relocate if you have done your graduation in your hometown. Why? Because once you're moving out of your comfort zone, you will holistically develop as a corporate employee where you're dealing with day and all the challenges of life on your lodging, food and everything, and you will be actually, it looks like a struggle in the beginning, but I think that is where life is, right? You have to move out of that comfort zone of your parents. Especially if you're a woman, you have to start finding a job outside your hometown. Try to find a job which gives you experience more than just a salary which you think deems fit for you to start your career. Now, one can say that this is going to be another investment after graduation because education has also become very costly. It is not easy to get a graduation degree. All the colleges, they charge hefty, and the student or the graduate deserves some money to start his career. Totally agree. Nothing wrong in it. So consider that first year of internship as your practical learning ground where you are not only learning from your company but also learning holistically on how to navigate the journey called life. You will learn a lot from the entire ecosystem that you're going to be a part of. So, if parents are listening to this video, you should encourage your kids to start an internship in a good company. If you are a fresher yourself, you should just embrace internship and spend that first year to upskill yourself. Now you exactly know what is the expectation of the corporate from you. Now you know that what are the gaps in your education so that you can upskill yourself, you can learn via certain certification courses. You can go online. The world is right now online and everybody is reading a lot of things online. So you can learn a lot of things online and find the gap that if I know this, my value in this corporate is going to go up, right? Unless you know what is the gap, unless you know that what exactly is required for you to be successful in your career, you may not even do the right degree or right certification after your graduation. So sitting at home and waiting for the right job is not the right approach. Aggressively go to platforms, find for an internship, especially if you are on the digital side of things, especially if you're doing a job which requires some some area of application of whatever theory that you read in your graduation. Another important point here, when a fresher has completed his degree, let's say I'm talking about a life sciences graduate, now there are multiple options. You can, if let's say, since I'm a pharmacy graduate, I'll talk about pharmacy. You have various options, like you can get into a production job, you can go into QA QC, you can get into clinical research, you can get into sales, you can become a product manager, and you can get into medical devices. So there are like at least 4 or 5 options for almost everybody out there. Your first choice should be something that you wish to do forever, right? Let's say I was talking to somebody and he said that I want to start my career as a quality analyst. So I'm getting a job but they're just paying me X thousand rupees a month. This is too low for me to start my career. I try to tell him that every 6 months, every 1 year that you're sitting at home, you're just not gaining anything but just getting more and more disappointment that why you graduated. Your parents will start thinking about your career journey, that you have not started your career journey. You yourself will be low on motivation. So do not stick to a particular salary figure in your mind that I have to earn this much to start my job, even if it is an extended investment, because college maybe you have invested, few lakh rupees. So let's say if you have to spend few more lakh rupees, couple of lakh rupees to reach a metro where you are going to get this internship experience, that can really change your career. And last thing that I want to tell everyone, this is on your screen. Just put a very small number of internship or your job. Let's say you are earning just 3 lakh rupees a year in your starting salary. Now your career is at least 30 to 35 years once you're starting your journey as a graduate. You change this number every year by 10% and look at the figures, look at the amount that you can earn after 20-25 years. So your real earning will not even start after 2, 3, 4 years. Your real earnings will start after 10, 15 years of your career. And the major money that you're going to make is going to be in the fag end of your career. Unless you are, changing your streams or you're getting into a different domain altogether. But I'm just talking about the linear progression where you start your job at X lakh rupees per year and you grow by 10%, which is a norm in India, and then you continue to do this job for let's say next 30 years. Change your companies, change your industry, whatever, but if you plot this linear graph, you will realize that there is no money to be made in the first 4 or 5 years. It is just going to be experience. So the sooner you start, the better it is. Try to pick the best company that is possible or that you think you can find an internship, and try to be little away from your hometown. Try to leave your comfort zone. That is going to give you an edge in your overall career.